In this video, we're going to be looking at adverbials. An adverbial is a word or phrase which modifies the meaning of an adjective, a verb, an adverb, or a clause. Adverbs can be used as adverbials, but many other different words and phrases can also be used in this way, such as subordinate clauses or prepositional phrases. They can be used in different parts of a sentence to explain how, when, or where something happened. They're like adverbs, but they're typically made up of more than one word. Let's have a look at some examples of some adverbials. Later, once a week, below the sea, nervously, bravely. Adverbials can be grouped in different ways. Adverbials of time tell us when, such as after a while, this morning, later. The pupils made dens in Forest School yesterday. Adverbials of place tell us where, such as nearby, above the clouds, far away. In the distance, I could hear sparrows tweeting. And adverbials of number tell us in what order, such as finally, second, lastly. Firstly, fill up the kettle with water. Adverbials of frequency tell us how often, such as annually, rarely, sometimes. We brush our teeth twice a day. Adverbials of manner tell us how something is done or in what manner, such as angrily, without warning, softly. The wizard disappeared mysteriously. If the adverbial is at the front of a sentence, it's called a fronted adverbial and is always followed by a comma to separate it from the rest of the sentence. Every Monday, I go swimming. Without a sound, the child tiptoed across the hallway. Now let's see if we can spot an adverbial in a sentence. Take a look at this question. Underline the adverbial in the sentence. Many people celebrate their birthday every year. Look closely at the sentence. Which word or phrase is the adverbial? The phrase every year is an adverbial because it's describing how often people celebrate their birthday. It's an adverbial of frequency. Now let's look at the next sentence. Tick the adverbial in the sentence. Unfortunately, Callum missed the school bus and he was late. Pause the video and press play when you're ready. Did you spot the adverbial? The answer was unfortunately. This describes how it was unfortunate that Callum missed the school bus. It's an adverbial of manner. Well done if you got that one correct. For our final question, you are going to find the option which makes a sentence begin with an adverbial. You need to make sure that you tick one of the options. Option A, we were happy it was playtime, so. Option B, while we laughed and shouted. Option C, as quick as a flash. Or option D, even though it was raining. Press pause and hit play when you are ready. How did you get on? The correct answer was option C, as quick as a flash. As quick as a flash, we raced across the field. This phrase is an adverbial because it's describing how the children raced across the field. It is an adverbial of manner. Great job if you got that one right. If you're looking for more English videos, make sure you check out more videos just like this one on the Twinkl website. See you next time. In this video, we're going to be looking at adverbials of frequency and time. An adverbial is a word or phrase which modifies the meaning of an adjective, an adverb, a verb, or a clause. Adverbials can be placed at different points of a sentence to give somebody more information. Adverbials of frequency give us information about how often something happened, such as fortnightly, constantly, once a minute, infrequently. For example, Taj has rugby lessons weekly, or sometimes I like to eat pizza for my dinner. Adverbials of time give us information about when something has happened, such as eventually, after a while, last month, now. For example, in December, many people in the UK decorate Christmas trees, or there was a beautiful sunrise this morning. Are you ready for a challenge? Can you sort the adverbials into adverbials of frequency and into adverbials of time? Pause the video and press play when you are ready. How did you get on? Let's start by revealing the adverbials of frequency. They are never, occasionally, repeatedly, always, weekly. These tell us how often something happens. The adverbials of time are before, today, afterwards, early. These tell us when something happens. Now let's take a look at this question. You are going to circle the adverbials of time or frequency in the following sentences. The pupils at Redstone School regularly have lessons that are outdoors. Yesterday they went birdwatching. Firstly, let's look for the adverbials of frequency, which tell us how often something happened. Regularly tells us that the children often have outdoor lessons. Now let's look for any adverbials of time. Yesterday tells us when something happens. In total, there were 2 adverbials of frequency or time in the sentences. Now let's take a look at the next question. You're going to tick the option which makes the sentence start with an adverbial of frequency. Sophia and Marco receive Easter eggs. A, in America, B, happily, C, once a year, or D, now. Pause the video and press play when you are ready. How did you get on? Did you notice that all of the options were adverbials? You were looking for an adverbial of frequency. The correct answer is once a year. It tells us how often Sophia and Marco receive Easter eggs. For an extra challenge, can you spot which option was the adverbial of time? Well done, it was now. This tells us when Sophia and Marco receive the eggs. For our final activity, you are going to tick the sentence which has both an adverbial of frequency and an adverbial of time. A, in the blink of an eye, the superhero flew across the sky. B, in January, Geeta will start piano lessons twice a week. C, every night Callum reads a magazine. Or D, the mole dug a hole in the garden. Pause the video and press play when you are ready. Have you chosen a sentence? All of the options contained adverbials, but only one contained both an adverbial of frequency and an adverbial of time. And the correct answer is B. In January, Geeta will start piano lessons twice a week. In January is an adverbial of time because it tells us when Geeta will do her piano lessons. Twice a week tells us how often Geeta will be having the piano lessons. It's an adverbial of frequency. Very well done if you got any of those questions right. If you're looking for any more videos just like this one, make sure you head to the Twinkl website to check them out. See you next time.
In this video, we're going to be looking at adverbials of manner and place. An adverbial is a word or phrase that modifies the meaning of an adjective, verb, adverb, or clause. Adverbials can be placed at different points of a sentence to give somebody more information. Adverbials of manner give us information about how something happened, such as unfortunately, angrily, as quick as a flash, or silently. For example, the waitress carefully took their order, or joyfully, the carol singers sung to a crowd. Adverbials of place give us information about where something happened, such as outside, in the wooden box, under the ground, or in the distance. For example, the crab scuttled across the sand, or in the forest, the ogre roared loudly. Now, let's see if we can apply our knowledge of adverbials of manner or place. Take a look at this question. Underline the adverbials of place or manner in the following sentences. In the countryside, the snow fell heavily. The man shovelled snow across the path. Firstly, let's look for the adverbials of place, which tell us where something happened. They are in the countryside and across the path. Now let's look for any adverbials of manner. Heavily tells us how something happened. In total, there were 3 adverbials of place or manner in the sentences. Hoo-yah! Now let's look at the next question. Match 2 of the adverbials to the correct sentences. Yesterday, frantically, across the island, and last month. Choose an adverbial of place to finish the sentence. The pirate searched for the treasure chest. And choose an adverbial of manner to finish the sentence. When he thought he had found it, he dug. Pause the video and press play when you're ready. How did you get on? First, you were looking for an adverbial of place. The correct answer is across the island. It tells us where the pirate was searching. Then you were looking for an adverbial of manner. The correct answer is frantically. It explains how the pirate was searching. Hoo-yah! Yesterday and last month are neither adverbials of place or manner. They are adverbials of time, which we'll talk about in another video. Remember, adverbials can be moved so that they're in different places in the sentence. For example, the pirates searched for the treasure chest across the island. Or, across the island, the pirates searched for the treasure chest. This sentence gives us the same information, but the adverbial has been moved to the front of the sentence for effect. This is known as a fronted adverbial. For our final activity, have a look at this question. Which option makes the sentence start with an adverbial of manner? Tick 1. The sentence ends with, the couple watched the fireworks. And your options are, as they hugged, joyfully, it was New Year's Eve, so, or on holiday. Pause the video and press play when you're ready. Did you find the adverbial of manner? The correct answer is B, joyfully. This is an adverbial of manner because it describes how the couple were watching the fireworks. For an extra challenge, can you spot which other option was an adverbial? Well done! It was D, on holiday. This is an adverbial of place. Hoo-yah! Well done learning all about adverbials of manner and place. If you're looking for more videos like this, then take a look at the Twinkl website where you'll find lots of other ones to try.